Hello everyone and welcome to the new 100 baby challenge. Woo! So if you are new here, then welcome. I am so glad to have you. And if you are a returning viewer, then you will know that this is not the first time I have done the 100 baby challenge. The first time I did it was back in the beginning of 2016, and I completed the challenge with nearly 60 episodes, if not more, but the challenge was completed. Since then, I have gotten so many questions and requests regarding another series, and it's finally here. So, to explain the challenge, if you're new or need a refresher, I use a mod called Minecraft Comes Alive, and that mod allows you to interact with villagers more. You can have friendships, marry them, and of course, have babies. And that's the whole goal of this challenge, is to reach 100 babies. Now, a lot has changed within Minecraft itself and in Minecraft Comes Alive mod since the last time I did this, so I'm just super excited to see where this series will take us. So let's get started. So I went ahead here and started up making a new world for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and name it 100 Baby Challenge. Allow cheats. I am going to allow cheats, and I will get into that later on. Love it, hate it, that's the way it's gonna be. And the only other thing that I'm gonna change is keep inventory on. I'm not trying to make this super difficult on myself. I don't want to lose any babies if they haven't, been born yet, so I'm gonna keep inventory on. All right, and with that being said, we are going to create the world. And here is the prompt for Minecraft Comes Alive. So who are you? This is the name that all of the villagers are going to use when you're talking to them. So of course, I'm going to go with my real name, which is Hope. Feminine or masculine, I'm going to go with feminine. And then here you can choose like what version you want to play. I'm going to do player because that uses my vanilla skin, but it uses genetics when possible. We're going to accept that, and we're going to come to the customization screen. So this is supposed to be used for your baby's genetics, so like kind of what you pass down to them. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all this out. I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and filled this out. So I went with red hair because my Minecraft skin has red hair. Green eyes, also for the same reason. And the skin that I chose, I seen this on here. They've got lots of different outfits that you can choose. But when I seen this one, I was like, that's perfect. Because this literally looks like an old Minecraft skin that I had. So that's what it's gonna be. The only thing I wasn't sure about was the voice tone and the voice. It doesn't give you like a sample of it, so I just kind of went on the higher end of things. Maybe it'll be a little, I don't know, a little more high pitched. Hopefully, I have no clue. And then last but not least is the traits that you can pass on to your kids. The only thing that is a problem with the traits is because certain ones actually do affect your gameplay, which I kind of don't understand. So let's say, for instance, if I picked colorblind and I went ahead and went into my world with it, it will make everything black and white. We don't want that, so I'm not gonna choose that. I'm just gonna choose like 3 like ones that are not gonna really affect my gameplay at all. So we're gonna do lactose intolerant. We're gonna do heterochromia, which changes the eye color. I think that would be a really cool thing to pass on to a kid. And let's do the albinism. I feel like that one would be really neat because that one actually is the one that causes more lighter skin, lighter hair. Yeah, we'll just choose those 3 as traits that I could possibly pass down to the babies. So yeah, all right, so we're done with that. Where will your journey start? We are going to start in a plains. I pray that this is a good spawn because we need lots and lots of open space for a reason, and I'll get into that when we see what our spawn location is. So I hope that this works. I hope that it's a really good spawn point. Alright, one day you had enough and decided on a journey to explore the world. You conquered snowy mountains and muggy swamps, avoiding husks in the endless deserts. In the middle of a plains biome, a few villagers built themselves a settlement. The climate is moderate, the people friendly. Perhaps they have a place for another settler. Alright, everything is loading in. Hello, Sue. And I see cats. Oh my god, I'm definitely gonna have to get them, like, immediately, I swear. I love cats, man. I'm gonna get them all. Like Pokemon. Hello there. Wait, didn't you just have a different outfit on? Did you just get a job all of the sudden, like within 2.2 seconds of me spawning in?
Hi.
Okay, interesting. Well, as you can tell, they have voices now, which is new. In the past, we have not had voices to go along with them. Okay, well, you're sad. Why are you sad? Oh my hell. Who decided to name you that? No, no way. I'm sorry. What?
Hi.
Oh, and you're. Oh boy. We're just gonna walk away from here. I wish you the best. Okie doke. This is not the intended intro that I expected to have here with or I guess I should say introductions to the villagers. Okay. All right. This is very interesting. Who we got over here? Now this is Nahu.
Hey.
Overjoyed, you're gloomy, always assuming the worst. Me too, girl. Me too. Okay. There's also a house in a ravine. Okay, I feel like a lot has happened. Also, I heard a cat meow, and I don't know if that's in Minecraft or real life. Hold on. Yeah, it was my kitten in real life. Okay, she's fine though. Don't worry about it. Alright, so let's get back to how I thought this was gonna go. Also, what are you guys doing over here? Are you thirsty? Is that why everyone's sad? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, well, we have a pretty good spawn point. Like, look at the plains. Let me see if I can... Everything's still loading in. Wait, what is that? There's something on the map. Like another village? Wait, no. Villages don't spawn that close together. What? Oh, I see smoke. What is that? Also, I don't have any food. This is a problem. I should have looked in the houses for some food. What is going on over here? Hello? This is not a deserted village, is it? No, it can't be. Wait, I think... Oh, it most definitely is. Okay. This is just a really weird, what do you call it? A seed? I don't know, I guess that I wasn't expecting the villagers that I met, but I'm also really grateful for the open plains. It looks like we have a lot of open plains, so that's one thing that's really good. But also, I was not expecting there to be an abandoned colony here. So let me explain this a little bit, because this kind of throws me off a little bit. So the plan as to why I needed a plains biome is because I was going to be building a colony there. And usually you need pretty open areas for you to build that. But this is a deserted one, which that works fine for me because then we can take it over. So Mine Colonies is a mod that I have added, and it basically has its own little, like, NPCs, I guess you would call them, its own little villagers. They actually kind of work for themselves. I mean, they basically run the whole colony by themselves. And given that this already has several structures, I feel like this would be a really good starter one. My initial plan was to build it from scratch, but this has a lot of buildings already. I don't know where the town hall is. This kind of looks like a town hall. Is this it? Yeah, okay, so this is the town hall. So it used to be called Evergreen. So this kind of gives you a little history of what happened to the residents here. But, I mean, this is not a bad mine colony at all. It's kind of exciting. Alright, well, plans change, right? I think that this is going to be super fun. The reason why I decided to add mine colonies, and trust me, I'm not the first person to have added mine colonies and Minecraft Comes Alive together. But the reason why I decided to is because in every single challenge that I've done, I've always tried to build a village that was like adjacent to my house, and it's for the purpose of like my children could go off and quote unquote get jobs and live their own lives and, you know, go ahead and get married and have babies, all of that good stuff. But I feel like I never really accomplished that. So I feel like with mine colonies, because they're pretty sustaining by themselves, I think I do have to provide some materials at the beginning, but eventually it can just, it's just self-sustainable. I feel like that would be a really good place. Like, once my children grow up, I can just be like, okay, go live in the colony. And of course, we'll add other, Minecraft Comes Alive people in there as well, because the villagers for the mine colonies is completely different. They can't, like, marry each other. We'll get into all that later on. I ain't too worried about that. Man, I feel like I just got super sidetracked on everything, but I don't know, this whole spawn has kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. But I cannot be more happy about the fact that we've got plenty of planes. We already have a mine colony pretty much ready to go when we decide to get that up and running, so I'm very excited about that. Also, oh, we got a saddle in here, not any food. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over here because I need to go ahead and chop down some trees and build a supply, I guess a ship. Okay, yeah. See, that wasn't part of my plan either. My plans have completely changed. And I know some of you might be asking about the fact that Minecraft Comes Alive actually has the ability now to make like your own settlement to where you can run it, and I believe that you can add different types of buildings, so the villagers can have different jobs. You can even do taxes and all that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to tax my own children because those are the people that are going to be living there. Also, I have kind of messed with that aspect of the mod, and I just don't much care for it. I don't like the interface that it has. I don't know. I wanted to try something different. So that's really another reason why I went with mine colonies. So I feel like it's going to be really cool. I haven't dabbled in mine colonies, so I'm pretty new to this. So we're going to be learning it together. But yeah, I think it'll be really fun. So this is the supply ship. It's a really cool feature of the mod. Like I said, it wasn't part of my plan to do the ship one. They actually have a wagon that you can do. And the wagon is really cool because it literally comes with everything that you need. Not saying that the ship doesn't. Oh my god, there's little raccoons. Hello! But we're going to do the ship. The ship basically supplies us with our basic necessities for starting out. It's got some very plain tools and some food and, beds, all that good stuff. So, I think... I don't know exactly where to put this that would not be in the way. I think that this would be fine because eventually when I do upgrade the colony, I think I might extend it maybe this way or maybe more like towards the actual village over there. So yeah, I feel like this is a fine location. Okay, so this is just some information about resources and all that. You can pause and read it if you really want to. There's also different styles. I'm just going to show you this just so you know, but there's a ton of different styles that you can choose from. But since I am very new to this, I have not experimented with this at all. We're going to go with the beginner here, but also I feel like the building style fits in really well with the forest area, so that's what we're going to go with. And we're going to place it. So this kind of gives you a overview of what it's going to look like. Like, it hasn't been built yet, but I don't want it to be there. So we need to push it more out, but also, there we go. There's the ladder. That's how I get up in there. I feel like that's pretty good. It's enough area if I wanted to build a tiny little bridge to get up onto the ladder. I think that's good. I'm happy with it. It's good. Alright, and we got an achievement. Look at that. Okay, I actually have not explored this ship at all. I'm familiar with the wagon one. Alright, we got a door down here. Okay, so we have our build tool in our town hall, which we will actually be using the build tool later on. We won't need the town hall because our little deserted colony already has one, so we won't need this one. And we got a bed in here. What's over here? It's like a little... Can we go down? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we got a crafting table, a composter, that's really random. Plenty of beds. Do we not have a furnace? We have a ton of dispensers, we don't have a furnace though. Alright, so here's our basic tools. I think really all that we need right now is the pickaxe and the axe. And then we should have a bunch of starter food. I'm just gonna go ahead. You know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it. I'm also gonna grab a bed from here because there's plenty to spare. We also have a couple other racks that I can always come back and grab at a later time. But I think for this first episode, I'm just gonna gather some basic materials like some stone. And I want to try and figure out maybe a decent location for just like a starter shack. And I don't say starter house because I never make a starter house. I don't find it necessary to build a whole house and just having, you know, have to tear it down when we do find a good spot and start building. So I always make just a little bitty shack, just enough to hold my necessities. So, alright, let's go over here. Let's explore this area a little bit more. I honestly think that this is a flower forest, which I think is really cool. I mean, look at how many flowers is around. It's been a long time since I lived in a flower forest. I think that would be kind of neat. I really do not want to live in a plains. In the past, I have always lived in a plains because of the, you know, openness, but I really don't want to this time. I want to, you know, spruce it up a little bit. So, I don't know. I feel like living in a flower forest might be pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna explore this area a little bit and then I'll see what I can find. Alright, so I did do some looking around and I also went ahead and grabbed some cobble, just enough to make a furnace and a pickaxe. I can also make a sword if I want to. I got some food cooking, but let me kind of show you around here. So I kind of went on the outside. This is not like a huge flower forest. I didn't go all the way over that way, but it's not huge. So my only concern with being that I'm gonna have 100 babies plus all of the villagers from the mine colonies is possible lag. So I don't want to live too close to the mine colony or too close to a village. So I'm honestly thinking about living kind of on the outskirts in this area-ish. Also, I do have to show you this because I found it hilarious. I got so excited. I was like, oh my god, there's a cherry blossom biome right up there on the hill. And when I did the mini-map, it's literally 2 trees. That's all it consists of. It's 2 trees. Oh my god, I just can't. But I guess if we wanted some cherry, you know, some cherry wood, then we can at least get that. But yes, so I was looking around here for a pretty decent area. Now we do have the plains over here, so once again, lots of open area. But I honestly think, and it's kind of funny because it's right in between these 2 lava pits, but this is pretty flat in here. So if I built a house here, I wouldn't have to do a lot of terraforming. I do need to clear out a bunch of trees though, but I feel like I might just start a little starter shack in this area right here. And then that's kind of where we'll live out of for right now. So yeah, I'm gonna get chopping down some wood. And I do want to mention too that, like, I know if I wait too terribly long, most of those villagers in that village are gonna start marrying each other, honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. Based on their names and personalities. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Also, I feel like it would be kind of cute to just go exploring and find another village, and we can maybe meet our spouse there. It'd be cute little, what do they call that? Meet cute. I feel like that would be kind of nice. So I'm not too worried about finding one in that particular village. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm thinking for right now. Also, there's a few things that I want to go over, so I'm gonna go ahead and gather some materials and build a little starter shack. And while I do that, I want to talk about the series a little bit and my thoughts on how things will progress, along with maybe some answers to some questions that you may have. So, first things first, this is Minecraft 1.20.1. So I know a few things were added in the newer version, which is 1.21. However, a lot of the mods that I have yet to update to the newer version. So I had a couple options. I could have waited until the mods updated to the newer version, or just go ahead as is. So obviously I chose to just go ahead with it, but really the main thing that's different in the new version is the trial chambers, and I think they've added those little pouches now too, where you can carry more stuff, and I think they are really neat, but it's not something I feel is crucial for this series. So we are just gonna have a great time on 1.20. And I want to express as well that I have not played Minecraft in a Let's Play style, especially a recorded Let's Play, in a very long time. So I feel a little bit rusty in this, but I am going to try my best. And I actually recently was playing on a 1.21 server just for fun. So I kind of got familiar with some of the newer things, some of which I haven't fully explored. Like, for example, I have gotten sniffer eggs by using the brush, but I haven't actually hatched one. So I don't know what they're all about fully. And just it's as simple as like the copper blocks. Like, I've messed with them a little bit, as in like copper doors, but I haven't actually experimented enough with those in building. So I kind of want to, work with that a little bit more. So there's definitely things I have not explored fully. So for me, I feel like this series has the challenge of 100 babies, but it's also like a Let's Play. So I want to go exploring to find different biomes and materials, and I want to build the most awesome house and colony. I feel like that's my favorite part of Minecraft anyways, is just the building aspect of things. And that's why I have allowed myself to use creative, but not in the way that you're thinking. So in the past, I have created a massive house on the surface, usually in the plains, and that's where all of my children lived. But it's hard to make a nice looking house which has such a blocky exterior. So this time, all of the babies' rooms are going to be underneath the main house. Sounds kind of weird, sounds almost like a creepy basement, but I promise it's not going to be that way. Everything is going to be decorated up so nice. So with 100 babies, there's going to be a need for a lot of space. So I'm going to use creative to clear that area out and build the interior walls. So I'm not trying to stress myself out or spend 5 hours clearing a big space out. So that creative mode is going to help me a ton. Also, I feel like you guys just want episodes, you know what I mean? Like, you want the series to progress as well, not just me spending 5 episodes on clearing out a big massive square. So yes, that is the reason why I have allowed myself to use creative mode. So as far as I am concerned, that's the only thing I'll be using creative for. I want everything else to be in survival. And I want to take a minute to talk about how the next few episodes are going to go. You know, the biggest thing about these series is getting burnt out because of the repetitiveness of it. So I really want to take my time. I want this to be like a Let's Play. So you won't see me going to the Nether on episode 5 or mining for 6 hours and getting super OP. Like, I feel like taking my time will be the key for this series. But overall, I think it'll go really well, and I think we are all going to have so much fun with it. So, with all that being said, and this leads me to the most exciting part, not just for me, but for you as the viewer, and that's being an active participant in the videos. So, I will once again be asking for baby name suggestions, and I'll be picking them from the comments. But this time around, I'll have a few extra things for you all to comment along with your name suggestions. But I'll discuss that more when the time comes. Also, with past series, you'll have the chance to name any pets I get along the way, so there should be plenty of opportunities for your comment to be featured in an episode. So I encourage you, if you are not already subscribed, be sure to do that and turn on notifications because I will be choosing names based on the most current episode. Alright, well, I think that covers everything I wanted to go over, but if you have any other questions, then feel free to ask them in the comments, and I will try to answer them. And with all that being said, that is going to be the end of the very first episode of the 100 Baby Challenge. I hope that you guys have enjoyed, and I hope that you are as excited as I am for this series. And yeah, that is going to be it. So I will see you guys all again next time. Goodbye!